Do you hold micro-grudges?
This is Love Smarter, the show for women who want extraordinary love and aren't afraid to learn for it. Here's your host, Laurie-Anne King.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what a micro-grudge is, how you can tell if you are holding one, and how to give them up. So a micro-grudge is what I discovered I would do when my husband did something that annoyed me or upset me. Not a lot, but just a little. Like if he spoke to me with that tone of voice or looked at me in that way that just triggered something in me or did a little thing. There were like these little annoyances, these little grievances. And how I would respond is by getting upset and pulling back. Now, I call it a micro-grudge because it doesn't last that long, but it is a grudge, right? The moment where he did the thing that upset me has already come and gone. And yet, sometime later, whether it's 5 seconds or 5 minutes or half an hour later, I'm still holding on to the grudge of it. Another reason I call it a micro-grudge is that the transgression or the thing I'm grudging against happened in the really recent past. This really came to light for me when I got a message from an old friend, maybe even an old acquaintance. We hadn't spoken in 5 or 6 years, and I was pretty sure that there was a reason we stopped talking, but I actually couldn't really remember it. Why? Time heals all wounds, I guess. So when he messaged me, I was happy to hear from him and said hi, and we just had a nice, polite exchange and caught up. And I realized that if he had messaged me the same kind of, hey, how's it going, a day after whatever I think happened, I really honestly can't remember what happened in our friendship, but I'm pretty sure there's something there that we stopped talking for that reason. And so if he had messaged me just a day after that happened, I think that there's no way I would have answered with the same kind of warmth and friendliness to him. When I realized that the past of 5 seconds ago or 5 minutes ago is no different from the past of 20 years ago, I was able to see all these little ways that I've been holding on to negative feelings or negative emotions relating to my partner as a way to punish him. Yes, punishment is a thing that women often do to men is I think as a way to teach them a lesson, or that's what we think we're doing. It's mostly ingrained. Our parents were punished by their parents when they did something wrong, and so they punish us as children when we do something wrong, and then this behavior carries on as adults. When an adult does something wrong, which could be interpreted as something that is different from our particular perspective on how things should be, then we feel a need to punish them. And this punishment actually rarely serves the relationship. It's rarely aligned with what it is that you actually desire and actually want in your relationship, and we're unconsciously playing out this routine pattern of punishing someone for bad behavior. Most childcare method books these days actually teach that punishment is not a very effective way for raising children, and definitely is not a very effective way for raising husbands. So, are you holding micro-grudges? Do you let something that happened just moments ago carry on? Do you hold on to it and allow the negative emotions to continue, to percolate throughout the next few minutes, the next few hours, the next few days? The easiest way to give up a micro-grudge is to just give it up. Now, first you have to notice that you're doing it, right? Awareness is always step one. A micro-grudge is like a small infliction, like someone flicked you. It's kind of annoying. It just grated on you a little bit. It's irritating, but it's not deeply hurtful. It hasn't wounded you. It's just annoying. Now, I can tell I'm holding a micro-grudge when I feel myself get tense, or when I feel this desire for retribution, like I want to seek revenge and make him feel the way that he made me feel, and I want to give that kind of punishment. So notice this tension, this irritation, this anxiety that you might be feeling, And then ask yourself, what am I holding on to? Well, he should have said this, and instead he said that. Or he shouldn't have looked at me that way. Or I asked him to call me and he didn't. Find what the actual infliction was, and then see if you can give it up. Just to ask yourself, is that actually worth my happiness in this moment? Is that actually worth the cost of my joy in this moment? Could I just be at peace in this moment and give it up? It's like giving it up. You just lob it up. Give it up. Remember this motion. Micro-grudge, give it up. And allow yourself some freedom. A micro-grudge is a huge gift to your partner as well. And I see this in my in-laws a lot. I hope they don't mind me talking about it because I am, and I didn't ask. My mother-in-law is really good at getting over things quickly. My father-in-law will do something or say something, and usually he forgets something, and it'll irritate and grind on my mother-in-law, and then she just gives it up, lobs it away, and carries on with their day and lets them enjoy the rest of the day or the rest of the afternoon rather than carrying it and dragging it through as a way of proving a point or keeping control on the situation. That's really what's underneath the micro-grudge. It's someone has wronged us and we want to gain control. And when we feel like we have that little bit of an upper hand, you know that feeling you get when someone has wronged you and sees that they've wronged you, and now they're in the doghouse, and I just did 3 air quotes in a row if you were watching the video. It feels like you have the chance to be in control and to punish them, and you might really love that and not want to relinquish that feeling. So that's the thing to watch out for with microaggressions. I'm Laurie-Anne King, and until next time, love smarter. Hey, did you like this episode? Then you will love my upcoming live online class. You'll leave with insights that improve your love life immediately. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask me anything. This class is completely free and it always fills up quickly. So head on over to laking.tv/free class to register right now. See you in class.